Welcome to Monday Night Raw, and here comes the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins. And why is he on his way to the ring? Because his match is up next. He has put himself in quite the corner for this matchup now. After winning back the title at Payback, he faced Mark Henry on Monday Night Raw and lost. Mark Henry put his intention out to want to be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion just one more time before he rides off into the sunset. But then after that, lost to Mark Henry. Seth Rollins decided to come out and interrupt Mark Henry's match against Ryback last week, in a match that should and probably could have cemented a number one contender. It was filled with controversy. Mark Henry very well could have won that match. So tonight, Seth Rollins has no excuse but to be involved in the match, because tonight Mark Henry faces Seth Rollins. Oh, and if that's not good enough, if Mark Henry can beat Seth Rollins here tonight, then that man there will go on to Money in the Bank and face Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. He wanted it. He's going to get it now if he can beat Seth Rollins here tonight. Can Seth Rollins stop Mark Henry, or will he be put in to the Hall of Fame tonight? Or at least for the first time in the Hall of Pain. I know Mark Henry wants it. I know Seth Rollins doesn't want to face Mark Henry with a title on the line. So what's going to happen? Both competitors ready to go. Seth Rollins not looking as confident as he has done before. Both coming out of this. Mark Henry knows how big this match is and starts off showing his power straight away with that scoop slam. Mark Henry now dropping the elbow on Seth Rollins. In total control with a backdrop this time. Mark Henry is trying to show his dominance again here tonight. Big headbutts to Seth Rollins. Here comes Seth Rollins now with that jawbreaker. Mark Henry pushing back on Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins aiming for something, but Mark Henry read it and arm dragged him right over. But now Seth Rollins able to go with the arm drag. And a slap to Mark Henry. How disrespectful is that from Seth Rollins? Shot to the back of Mark Henry. And again just punching Mark Henry while he's down. And Mark Henry back up on his feet and backdrop Seth Rollins. Rightfully upset about that slap. But Seth Rollins able to take control again, bringing Mark Henry down. But Mark Henry raking at the eyes. But now Seth Rollins countering again with that Russian leg sweep. Kicking out at Mark Henry. Seth Rollins getting Mark Henry up, but Mark Henry obviously playing possum. As he's got up, he's grabbed Seth Rollins in that pump handle slam and driven him down into the mat. Into the middle of the ring. Mark Henry going for the cover. 1, 2, no! Seth Rollins kicks out. Still got more to do if you're going to get some Money in the Bank that way, Mark Henry. Mark Henry pushing back on Seth Rollins. And a shot to the head. Mark Henry grabbing him and just belly to belly suplexing him. And now Mark Henry in total control again. Scoop slam down to the ground. And now that almost running headbutt, really. Junkyard Dog-esque. Count of 2 before Seth Rollins kicks out. Mark Henry can't believe it. He wants this. He wants nothing more than to go to Money in the Bank and be WWE World Heavyweight Champion one more time. A snapmare to Mark Henry. And now the sleeper on him. Trying to put Mark Henry to sleep. Trying to put his title hopes to sleep as well. Can Mark Henry get out? Seth Rollins has to let go. DDT! DDT to Mark Henry. Here comes Seth Rollins. Rolling him over for that kick straight to the jaw. Mark Henry could be out after that shot. Go with the cover. 1, 2, and kick out by Mark Henry. Just takes one big move from either one of these two to possibly end this. Drop kick in the turnbuckle. Seth Rollins getting in the face of Mark Henry. Big kick to Mark Henry as well there. Hooking the head of Seth Rollins. Countered by Seth Rollins. That knee to the gut. A slap or chop block to Mark Henry. And thrown out the ring. There goes Mark Henry. Wait a minute. What's Seth Rollins looking for? Looking back. Here goes Seth Rollins off the ropes and through the ropes with a suicide dive. Putting his own body on the line to stop Mark Henry from going to Money in the Bank. Kick to the gut. But Mark Henry just shoving Seth Rollins back down on the ground. Another kick to the guts and a response from Seth Rollins. Big headbutt now from Mark Henry. And bouncing Seth Rollins off that ring post. And now Mark Henry again throwing Seth Rollins at that ring post. Trying to win the match by using anything he can use. Seth Rollins in danger of getting counted out here. But back in the ring he gets. Mark Henry kicking out, but then Seth Rollins able to return the favour. Mark Henry propped up in the turnbuckle. Reverses it. Throws Seth Rollins in, but Seth Rollins catches him and plants him on the ground. Now going for the single leg Boston Crab. Mark Henry again in trouble. Can Mark Henry respond? Yes, he can. Big kick to get him away. But again, a reversal from Seth Rollins. That elbow to the jaw. Another kick to the gut by Mark Henry. But a snapmare in response by Seth Rollins. And going back to that sleeper. Trying to put Mark Henry to sleep. Can he do it? Shots him, Seth Rollins by Mark Henry. Right to the gut twice. And now a snapmare. And now he's putting on the sleeper. He's trying to choke out the champion. He's going to try and put Seth Rollins to sleep right here. Can he do it? Or will Seth Rollins get out of it? At the moment, nothing's happening. Seth Rollins refusing to give in. Mark Henry refusing to give up the hold. Seth Rollins though powering himself up. Elbow to the guts. And again elbow to the guts. But shoved back down is Seth Rollins. Mark Henry using all the power he can. And a scoop slam. Followed by those running headbutts again. Pulling Seth Rollins into the middle. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. No! Kick out by Seth Rollins. I can't believe I thought Mark Henry might have been going to Money in the Bank right there. Shoving Seth Rollins back down. Mark Henry saying, get up. He wants to hit him with one big move. He wants to hit the finisher right now. Here we go. The world's strongest slam. Down onto the mat. Seth Rollins done. Mark Henry going to Money in the Bank. 1, 2, and no! Seth Rollins kicking out of that one. How did that happen? I thought Mark Henry had Seth Rollins down for the count. kick to the gut. Seth Rollins now fighting back. Coming back into this one. Elbows to the jaw of Mark Henry. Doing everything he can to not face Mark Henry at Money in the Bank. Russian leg sweep. Pulling Mark Henry around the ring. Going for the cover. He's using the ropes. Ref, he's using the ropes too. And no, Mark Henry just kicking out. Seth Rollins using the ropes for alleviation, but thankfully Mark Henry able to kick out. And the fight continues here. Big belly to belly suplex from Mark Henry. Giving it his all. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. This one's over. Mark Henry gets a chance to live his dream. One more chance to be top of the mountain. He goes to Money in the Bank and will face Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight title. Nice act there by Mark Henry, but Seth Rollins saying no, not shaking your hand. He is upset about this one. This rivalry is just heating up. But don't forget, write in the comments below, let me know who you want as the new general manager of Raw and SmackDown. Do you want Bret Hart, Daniel Bryan, Mr. McMahon, The Rock, Shane McMahon, HBK, Stephanie McMahon, Sting, Stone Cold or Triple H to be the new general manager of Raw and SmackDown? I can also now confirm that after last week's brutal attack by Stardust after his match, Stone Cold has accepted a match against Stardust at Money in the Bank. But tonight's main event, we see Dean Ambrose taking on the Giant, The Big Show. Dean Ambrose demanded this match tonight. He was not wanting anything else but this match. He wants The Big Show. A few weeks ago he beat The Big Show fair and square. Exactly how anyone wins the match pretty much is fair and square. But Big Show felt it was a fluke, felt it was luck more than anything, so demanded a match last week. Dean Ambrose accepted. Big Show beat Dean Ambrose on that occasion. But what happened next was disgusting by the Big Show. He'd won the match already. Fair enough, you won. You proved you can beat Dean Ambrose. But he attacked him. He went to leave the ring, looked back and decided he hadn't done enough. And a brutal attack happened between the Big Show. Well, not between. Big Show brutally attacked Dean Ambrose. What was that meant to be for? I don't know. But Big Show has gone on to say that the reason why he attacked him is to make sure Dean Ambrose knows his place. So that he knows that his place is below the Big Show. That the Big Show can beat him at any moment. All it took was that knockout punch last week to floor Dean Ambrose and finish the match. But when you get Dean Ambrose in this sort of mood, Big Show, I think you might be coming to a point where you might lose this match. Dean Ambrose is angry. He wants revenge. And the referee gets us underway.
Definitely looking confident in this one-on-one environment. What? Wait a minute. Well, he wants this battle decided inside
superstar. This is a beating inside and out.
Yeah, external and internal.
The eccentric and calculated Dean Ambrose has created an unbelievable arsenal to punish his opponents. To those opponents, they must be aware of the neck breaker, kitchen sink knee, running drop kick, snap DDT, and his corkscrew elbow. Quick thinking to avoid that. Just making his presence felt there. Oh, that might have swollen the eye.
A reversal from Ambrose. Oh, that was slick. Oh, that'll give you a headache.
He's pressing all the right buttons now. Just how much more punishment can the world's largest athlete endure? King, he could very well be injured here.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how much more Big Show can take. He suffered tremendous punishment here. I mean, brutal shots.
The single leg Boston Crab.
Oh, man, a hole named after the Beantown.
You know, Michael, you spoke earlier about the array of moves that Dean Ambrose has, and I'll add the several types of suplexes he flattens foes with. I know he hopes to punish opponents with every move, and it's important to remember that each of Ambrose's moves can and will change the course of a match.
And there's an extremely destructive strike. Well, that missed him all right.
Hey, did you look before firing? What an idiot. Here's the cover.
And a kick out.
And that's all that matters. This match continues. Dean Ambrose is not going to go away that easy.
The lunatic French Dean Ambrose is so maniacal, he perfected several submission holds to cripple his adversaries. Ambrose is proficient in applying the crossface chicken wing, the bow and arrow, the Fujiwara armbar, and the figure four leg lock.
Well, that gives you a peek into Dean Ambrose's psyche.
Dean Ambrose with the on-track cross-leg STF, and we're past the point of no return.
You're right about that. Dean Ambrose going to finish this guy off.
Will it be? And the shoulders up now. That's a kick out.
Nice. You know, it's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in his tank.
And it's Dean Ambrose able to break free.
He's in full-on attack mode now.
Nice reversal from the Big Show.
Yeah, man, it's crazy to see a big guy move like that.
Oh, Big Show! Big Show!
Look, we don't know what Dean Ambrose is going to do.
The shoulders are down.
And the shoulders up.
And the match continues. I love this. Dean Ambrose is not going to go away that easy.
Now, who does a methodical pace benefit, King?
Well, I'll tell you, whenever the dominating competitor takes his time, it gives everybody a chance to catch their breath.
Big Show with a great offensive display.
Even if you can get back to your feet after a move like that, at this stage of the match, you're still struggling to find your balance.
You have to possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this.
Yeah, you really have to enjoy hurting someone. You know, Michael, Ambrose is so out there, attacking him first might straighten him out.
No, that'll put you in a world of trouble.
You're right. That'll rock your entire world. He's really done a number on him thanks to moves like that.
You're watching Raw. For more than 20 years, the premier program in all of sports entertainment. And he fails to connect with anything that time.
Man, that was some miss, all right. I can feel the breeze all the way over here.
Going for it all here. Incredible move by Dean Ambrose.
What a finish him.
His shoulders are down.
2.
And the shoulders up in time.
Well, as long as it's up before that 3 count, that's all that matters. I can't believe it. He just won't go away. Whoa. That's why you don't get into the ring with a man who has to buy a 3rd seat
point, the referee may want to think about stopping this one before somebody gets seriously injured. Thank you for tuning in to Raw, the flagship program of WWE. Boy, this has just been pandemonium.
No kidding. What a matchup. This has been a classic.
8, 9, 10.
Thank you for tuning. With all that build-up, it's sad to see it end like that. This one is waved off.
Here's your winner, Dean Ambrose.
The official call for the bell, and this one ends via countout. You got to pay attention to the ref's count or risk losing like this.
Yeah, what a battle to end this way. Great effort from both these guys, Cole. I'm willing to bet this isn't the last time we see them square off.
Yeah, you can bet they're going to be talking about this match for quite